Alright guys, welcome back. Warren, what up, brother? Hello, welcome your face back. You said, where am I from? I'm from the east coast of the states. The big old honking diabetic states, baby. I don't have diabetes, but a lot of people do, so you can classify it. Swashbuckler. What is this? What is this? What? I don't understand what that is. It must be like a design, like a costume design, I guess. It doesn't specify. I don't care. Don't care about it. Am I missing anything here? Don't think so. I really would like this luminous ink. I think we're probably gonna get into scribing maybe soon. I don't know, man. Dude, sorry, my nose is all stuffed up. I feel like I was fine all day. And as soon as I sat down to start today, I got all stuffy. We're gonna, you know, oh, hold on. We gotta go back to Growwood, do our dailies. I always forget. I was just getting ready to jump right into, Deshawn. We're gonna finish Deshawn tonight. It's happening. We're very close. We gotta ditch Bryson from this group, because he ain't playing the game tonight. He ain't playing the game. We actually need to track his progress. Let's do a little stalking. Let's do some stockadore. What level is he? Wait a minute. It doesn't say if he's offline. It does say he's still level 34. The boy ain't played this game. Oh, he makes me sick. How many quests do I have? I've got room to hold the Undaunted, so what we're gonna do, is we're gonna run over here. We're gonna grab the Undaunteds first today, which is not normally how we do it. That's fine. We're mixing things up. We're gonna carry the Undaunteds, queue for a random daily. Oop. Bloodroot Forge, that's a good one.
Don't let
Fungal Grotto 1. not really a good one. Celine's Web, below good one. Can't forget to hit the mount speed. We'll get it. The inventory's full as crap. Hold on a minute. Gimme. A lightning staff. I feel like that's worth something. With infused too? It could be worth something. Let's hold on to that one for a minute. Let's maybe take a look at the guild stores and see what's going on over there. This, we don't need these. We don't need that. I do want that. This is junk. Oh my gosh. A precise sword of Mother Sorrows? This one's not bound. I could take a look at the store for that too. I guess I could queue for this dungeon now, huh? Doo. Bow. The queues have been super duper fast lately, so cross your fingers. They might continue to be fast. I would also like to make a set of, maybe like 2 sets of training armor. Maybe not tonight. We'll see. Dang it, I gotta sneeze now too. It's hiding in there. Hold on. Excuse me. There it is. Man, maybe I'm allergic to my house. I was cool all day. There it is. Oh, yeah. Does that show? It does. That's not too bad. Some purple stuff, I'll take that. Research got like 3.5 days, 14 days. Oh my gosh. I did not mean to make that. Too late now. Dang it, dude. Sorry about the sniffles. I was starting to feel better, man. I was having like, I thought I was getting sick. And then like yesterday and today I felt fine. I think it's the weather changing, man. I think it's springtime coming. It's got me all jacked up because the trees are opening up. All the pollen's in the air and it's not good for my freaking face.
Legera Mako.
Uh-huh. Platinum dust? Man, we could still use some more of that, huh? 42 platinum ounces is not bad, though. 2 days on that. I'm checking the research just because I kind of want to use some more, what are they called? I forget what they're called. Scrolls. They're scrolls of some kind. The instant research scrolls, I think is what they're called. How's this looking? 3 days. 4 days. 2 days. Okay. Tell you what. There's the blacksmith. Wait a minute. That was 1 day. Why is that one stacked differently? Huh. I don't know why that's stacked differently. This has 19 more hours on it. I could probably use this one too. I don't know why they stacked, or they didn't stack like that, but I don't hate that that's the case. Ooh, if we're gonna make armor, we're gonna need some materials. I might worry about that this weekend. The reason why I want to make some training armor is because I'm thinking about making some new characters soon. And if we do that, obviously we want to kind of just speed run them to level 50. There's really no reason to take our time with them. We'll just like crank out as many main quests as possible for skill points. We do not need to do the overworld quests again. It's unnecessary. What do we got going on here? 4 days, 6 days, a day, in 3 hours? I don't know if I have any clothing research scrolls.
What do you require?
How about we search instant? Yeah, we do not. I don't think. Hold on a second. I'll do like consumables. It might not be called instant. They're all experience scrolls. Oh, wait. No, it's not called instant. Yeah, see, why does that not stack right? Maybe this one does stack. Let's pull that out. Alright, not a big deal. This is nice. This is real nice. We're going to use this eventually, but not yet. Did I finish this? I did. Billy Boy, Mr. Keys, hello, sir. I did. I literally just started. It hasn't even been 10 minutes. How you doing, brother? Love, 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 man. 1 love or 3 loves? 1 love. Dude, freaking, I haven't listened to Bob Marley in, I don't know, a hot minute. A good minute. It's been a while. I need to listen to him. Trying to redirect and you weren't there? Oh, yeah, it might have been like that I just started. I'm usually through the week, Monday through Friday. The anticipated starting time is 1 a.m. EST. I'm a little bit early today. If I can start a little bit earlier, I'm going to do my best to do that. But, yeah, so 1 a.m. EST, if you can't redirect, it ain't no big deal, Pickle, dude. I appreciate you regardless, sir.
Did you know?
Oh, 1 love. Man, we're at 48% for the speed. That's wild. It's crazy how fast that's gone. The last month, man, has flown by. I just like... Man, I'm cute for this dungeon still? What's going on, man? I might be cute as a tank, which would be a mistake. No, I'm not. Yeah, what's going on here? The queues have been instantaneous for like almost 2 weeks now. It seems odd that they just like slow down all of a sudden, but it's not a big deal. We could just knock out some Deshaun quests while we're waiting. What were the dailies again? We had Celine's, we had Fungal Grotto and Bloodroot. Shoot, if the queues take a while, might not be able to get those done tonight. This was shining for some reason. Why was this shining? What's going on here? New releases? What's happening? Events? Those are not events. I don't know what that is. Special offers? They're not New Crown crates. That's kind of cool looking. A Hive Thief? Oh. I wanted to preview that. We might take a look at the guild store, or the guild store, the crown store, just out of curiosity. I do like the window shop, even though 99% of the time I'd say I'm not going to buy anything. Hard mode, please. We gotta get them keys, baby.
Back any moment.
Beware, salty spirit. Sachi will not go easy.
Oh man, we need a healer or something.
Nothing but rotters and sticky blob things as far as this one sees. Be wary.
Don't. What? Alright, the tank is grumpy. He's having a bad day. He's complaining in the chat, to say the least. He's being a little fussy baby boy. But that's okay. Man, it's okay. Yeah, we have bad days. Everybody's got it.
Alas, no sign of what he seeks yet. Let us continue this way.
He's scared. He's afraid to do hard mode.
Oh, you look busy. Zaji will meet you ahead.
I'm talking smack.
We are nearing the lumberyard.
They kicked me! I didn't even say anything mean. The tank was like, "You're not good enough. You can't do this." I was like, "I've got fresh tampons if you need them." He said, "Bye," and they kicked me. What a bunch of douchebags. Oh man, not everybody can take a joke. That's unfortunate. To be fair, he was being very disrespectful.
As you may have encountered, all throughout Vanwood,
Over to Deshaun, I guess. While we wait for this next queue. Where did we leave off? I don't remember. What is this? Maybe a crafting bench. Ooh. Who you, dude?
My Nyx hounds are nervous. They smell the orcs in the pass.
Ew, dude, orcs probably stink.
Citizens have been disappearing from the roads near here. I came to investigate and found these intruders. Orcs. They've been a problem in the mountains before, but this band is unusually aggressive and organized.
Yeah, but when you say intruder, what do you mean? Like, are they just camping? Because I feel like it ain't that big a deal. See, I'm skeptical because the elves tend to be a little bit on the racist side, and I don't think there's anything wrong with orcs, usually. They do get a little bit pissed off. They don't take no crap from nobody. But he might be right, you never know.
I can't officially authorize it, but it sure would be useful to know why the orcs are here. I saw an orc studying a letter. Might be orders from somewhere. If you could get hold of a copy...
Okay, they are aggressive. They're not happy. What's this, man?
My head.
There's too many quests here.
You can see me, outsider. I beg you, help me. My followers and I came here to investigate a great magical disturbance. We were ambushed and fallen upon by Kralek Gravortag, an orc necromancer.
Ooh.
We were captured. We were beheaded.
Ooh, why do you have a head now, though? I feel like if you're beheaded in real life, if you're gonna be a ghost, then, like, you carry your head with you. Like, it stays disconnected even in the afterlife. That's, like, kind of rule of thumb. That's how it's always been. I don't know. I think she's lying.
Kralek used some foul necromancy to bind our souls to our skulls. Mine sits upon his dark altar. The skulls of my followers were spread among the orcs, their souls to be used as slaves. He tortures us and torments us endlessly.
Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is jacked up. But what in the world is a head gonna do? Like, if you're gonna keep a head as a slave, like, what's the head gonna do? Is it just gonna, like, what could you do with just your mouth and eyes? Like, you could probably be a calculator. But, like, what if you just sucked at math? Then you're worthless. You're just, that's a terrible slave, dude.
Yes, that just might work. Find the skulls and bring them to Kralik altar. We may be dead, but we still have power. We can pull Kralik to you.
Moonhunter's Keep. This is a good one. I feel like I needed to do that last dungeon for something. We were looking for a set from there. And I think I wanted something. I wanted like a resto staff for my tank build. Or maybe not a resto staff, but an ice staff. Either or would be good, but I think an ice staff would go hard.
Make sure this one doesn't go running off, you hear? I'm not done with him yet.
Alright, one of these guys is new to this dungeon, so we'll have to help him out. I honestly don't think this is an overly mechanical dungeon. It's more reliant on the tank than anybody, I would say. Like, the tank needs to not die. That's pretty much one of the biggest priorities in this one. If you were desperate, a head is all you need to get ahead. I mean, well, you know. What's up, Lobo? Coming in hot today, I see. I'm a little bit on the laggy side. Lobo, you missed it. I got kicked out of a dungeon by some sad people.
Got out of your cell, huh? Oh, good. I was just starting to...
I asked everybody if they would be up for hard mode, and the tank was like, "You're too low level, you're not good enough. Have you done it before?" I was like, "No, but I'd like to learn," and he was like, "You're gonna be awful." And he was being really rude. And
Let's give our prisoners a feast.
I said, "I've got some fresh tampons if you need them." And he said, "That's so funny," and then they kicked me. Alright, the tank's friggin' surviving like a G. That was a little bit of a clutch on the tank's part, dude. He was like...
I told you to escape with the others.
We gotta let him know.
Razda told you she has the right to face her captor as well.
Well done on his part.
If you want to die playing hero, it's on you.
Yeah, he was being grumpy. I mean, I was just joking. I even put, like, LOL after it, just so they knew that I wasn't being serious. But, it's okay. I don't want to do dungeons with people like that anyway. It's funny more than anything. Chest. Chest, teammates, chest. My loot goblin mentality has paid off. I was honestly looking for, like, things I could find recipes in, like wardrobes. Hello! Mr. Ari. Good day, Billy Bob Beaver. It's actually Billy Joe. I had it legally changed. Billy Bob was too common. Actually, if you want to get really technical, it's Billy Jebediah. That's my Amish name. Come on, give me some recipes, man. This is a great place for recipes. There's so many cupboards and stuff, and dressers. just empty. What's it like being Amish? Hairy. Hairy and slow. But I'll tell you what, boy, if you've got a barn that needs moved, 6 hours. 6 hours, we'll get it done flat. But that's about it. Oh, and fat too. Man, oh day the Amish make some good pie. The Amish make good everything, bro. I don't think I've ever seen any kind of food of any kind that the Amish have made that isn't like beyond amazing. You got photos of my mom through the mail? You just, wait, it's alright, I just get photos of your mom through the mail. Dude, that's the best freaking Amish joke I think I've ever heard. I'm using that. I hope you know that you done did it. I'm stealing that one, dude. That's a good one. But unfortunately, like the tank that kicks me from that dungeon, I can't take a joke. So, I'm gonna have to ban you. See you later, buddy. It was nice knowing you. Okay, I'm pretty sure these plants were just respawn. Shepherd's pie is so good. I can't say I've ever actually had Amish shepherd's pie. Like, I've had shepherd's pie from, like, my aunt that makes phenomenal food. But she's not Amish, so I don't know if that technically counts. What's this? A bit of lore. Okay, he should be getting teleported in. There he is.
The Guardian will use those brigands to heal. Kill them first. You must escape over. Watch out for those storms.
There we go.
Those brigands will heal the Guardian. They must be defeated. Don't become trapped in the quickly. Dodge those storms.
Oh, there's some Spriggans on the other side of the bushes.
Quickly defeat them.
Honestly? Yeah, we need to kill him. I was gonna say, if the other teammates go for the Spriggans, I could probably just DPS the boss. But there's a lot of them. There's like 5 or 6. Oh, I don't know where this other one is. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know how to get to this one. Gosh, what a stupid spot for this Spriggan. Alright. That could have gone a little smoother, but nobody died.
We have to keep moving. The Bailey up ahead is...
You're in no state to fight, sweet meat. Our
Sweet meat? Is that Mafia's nickname in high school? Dude, I don't think I've ever used the same joke so many times for anything in my life, but I'm telling you that this game sets you up. Like, the dialogues are meant for it. But I just, I can't help myself. There's just so many. There's just, oh, I gotta repair my armor. There's so many opportunities to just, like, talk about Mafio's nickname in high school. Ah, crap. The door closed. Teammates, I can't get in there. There we go. I did ask them to wait. I wanted to repair my armor. After like 5 runs last night and 6 tonight, Zos will never give you the Roaring Opportunist Destro staff. Have we talked about the Roaring Opportunist before? I think we have. Ended up buying one from another player for 200k! Oh my gosh!
I shall relish the taste of your flesh.
200k is crazy. Is that, did you offer 200k or were they like, nah, you can't have this unless it's anything less, you know, for anything less than 200? Because that's insane. Wow, we have like some crazy single target damage today. This dungeon is going very well.
If you transform now, we'll all be at risk.
You think I don't know that already, Cat? Save your concern. I have a plan. Just need some belladonna berries.
Dude, 200k is crazy. Because not only that, but like you gotta upgrade it too. You gotta like likely re-roll it, so it's like got the right traits on it. Like that's it's a large amount of moolah. Which Destro staff was it? Oh dang, he died from that. That's unfortunate. Was it the fire staff? Mafia, we were just talking about you. What's up, Bruda? Oh, I don't want to stand in that. Actually, technically, Mafia, the game was talking about you. They always say your nickname in high school for some reason. You offered 200k? You desperately wanted it? 200k is crazy. You're a brave soul starting that high for a bidding war, dude. Normally, I'm like, hey, can I buy that from you? And I let them make the first offer. And I try not to argue for an offer, because, like, usually you are desperate if you're willing to buy it, you know what I mean? You do know what I mean. And, but I've never seen anybody pay, like, maybe 200k for, like, a set of daggers or something from, like, a trial. Or something, like, super specific that... I mean, you were obviously looking for something super specific, but... Remind me, I'd like to take a look at that set. Dang, dude, I thought I could pick up every single one of those. Why's everybody dying? Come on, give me some recipes. Look how many friggin' places there are to search, man. Oh. I'd almost be down to just like run through this dungeon on normal solo, just to hunt recipes. I didn't know you could search those pots. It's a lightning, so on the back bar wall elements will proc off balance and weapon enchants. Yeah, that's pretty cracked. Off balance, off balance. Sorry, I can't talk. Off balance from wall of elements with a lightning staff is pretty crazy, especially if you spec into it. Highest you've seen in-game was a guildmate paying 1 mil for a Saxiel ice staff. That man's just rich. He just didn't know what to do with his money. $1 million gold for an ice staff. I mean, Saxiel's champion is a tank set, right? I can't really think of what it is off the top of my head.
From the side! Sibling, you'll feel the sting of lightning fury! You circle around! Sibling, lightning strike goes through me!
So this is your plan? A magical scroll with some miraculous cure?
Yes, that's exactly
We're in a
what
heavy
this is.
sack?
Oh.
Perhaps you should think before you speak, Cat. Though these ingredients...
I do like that fight. If you don't, it's like a DPS check kind of fight. Like the whole fight is a DPS check. The ads that spawn, if you don't kill them fast enough, they just turn into big scary scaries. And if too many of them spawn, man, it's rough. It's really tough because they hit really hard and they'll just go for like the DPS. Dang it, I wanted to do hard mode.
How surprising! You're more resilient than my Cosa George. Well, you are really tired, no? Why not give in to my Cosa's might?
I think I'm in the right spot.
Let us finally feast!
I got a necklace out of that. You don't think Saxiel was that good, but you definitely just wanted to get the end of the grind. Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, Saxiel's is good. It depends on the circumstance, right?
No,
I think it's got a
control
place. Like Sax.
For now, at least.
When you use an ultimate ability while in combat, you and up to 11 other group members gain major force for 1 second per 15 ultimate spent, increasing your crit damage by 20%. I feel like that's good. That's not...
I know you're one of them.
Is that a tank set? I don't think I like the Magicka stamina lines. If I'm being honest.
Will you kill your
I feel
ally
like...
just because of what she is?
feel like the stamina's good for a tank, but like the magic is not super useful. It would be so much better with like a health line or even 2 health lines.
I can't. But should we
Yeah,
meet again,
it feels a little
I make
underwhelming,
no promise to stay my sword.
but Major Force is kind of tough to get. I don't know. I guess it just depends on your what you like to do, what your playstyle is. Alright, we need to do Bloodroot Fungal Salines. Bloodroot Salines. Fungal 1. Bada boomskis. I don't know. I don't know if Major Force is like required. Like, is it that good? That's what it does. The reason you don't think it's great is because everyone runs Warhorn for Major Force. Yeah. And to be honest, man, I feel like Major Force isn't necessary to reach crit cap. Or does crit... Wait, I don't know. Does Major Force bypass the crit cap? Because if it does, then great, right? Absolutely more power to you. But I want to say it doesn't. So, like, crit damage being capped at 125... Wouldn't that mean that, like, if you only... You'd have to have 105% crit damage to get full value out of that. I don't know.
Thank you for releasing us.
Obviously, Warhorn is very good. I'm not, like, knocking Warhorn. I'm not saying it's not where it's at. But it is, like, freaking solid. And I think that Warhorn's probably most definitely better than a set piece wasted on it.
Give a girl a hand. Where in Shaw's name did you come from? Never mind. Get me out of these ropes.
Then again, it depends who's running Warhorn, because you can stagger them too, right? Warhorn's like, what, 230 something ultimate points? Like, it takes a minute to stack up Warhorn, so you could stagger them, you know, and that way you have Major Force up more often.
I've tied myself up for fun. What does it look like?
I think it's a good
set. Captured by orcs.
But
cut me
there's
free.
better things out
I've got
there.
an idea for getting back at these pig-faced snowbacks.
That was unbelievably racist, what she just said.
We can never...
Threw your chocolate milk in the freezer. This is your new thing, isn't it? This is how you piss me off. You come in here thinking you're all freaking funny. Like you could just get away with this. Mafia, do you have any idea what kind of pent-up rage and frustration I have inside of me? Do you have any idea what you're doing to me? I'm gonna lose my mind. You're pent up too, buddy. Let's go. Well, you're pent up in a cage, but, you know, that's just because you're freaky.
Much better. That's one I owe you.
You're welcome.
I'm angry at myself for getting caught by these milk drinkers, and I hate that. I owe
Freaking
them
milk
a debt.
drinkers.
Want to help me thwart their little invasion of Morrowind?
Mafia tricks are for kids, buddy. Careful.
In fact, I do. The orcs are carrying kindle pitch. I could smell it. Probably to burn
Ew.
elven houses. Kill some of these snowbacks, collect their kindle pitch, and throw it at their torches in the supply shacks. It'll be fun.
Dang, bro.
I'm going to scout around and figure out our next move. Meet me at the huge gates after you set the supply shacks on fire.
Got it. This isn't the supply shack, is it? I didn't think so. You trick kids? No, no, no. You trick kids. Collect skulls from cauldrons. Collected kindle pitch. There's a lot of materials on the ground up here. The orcs definitely tend to find homes in places like this. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the orcs like to mine stuff. Like, that's their jam, dude. Every single time an orc settlement develops somewhere, it's got like a mine shaft in it. And like a ton of ores. Usually folks are stacking into crit chance in things like Thieves Mundus and All Divines. Then with crit chance high, as high as possible, max and crit damage through medium armor and minor and major force. Yes. So wait a minute. Doesn't... Wait. I thought that medium armor provided crit damage. And then light armor provided crit chance. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. But I'm curious. No. Weapon and spell damage for medium armor. Increases crit damage by 1% for every 2 pieces of medium armor. But light armor provides pen and crit chance. Critical rating. I am right? I thought so. Obviously minor and major force is not... Like, that's 30% crit. Right? So, like... If I'm being honest, I don't know what, like, base crit damage is. Is it 100%? Or is it 50%? Excuse me. Thank you. I could look at mine, actually. I think. Now I have a bunch of crit already, don't I? Base is 50. Got it. Okay. I don't know. I was thinking it was 100 for some reason. I was like, that just seems like all you need is major and minor force. Wow. These numbies. My light attack just crit for 18k. I don't know how that's even possible. It might not have been the light attack. It might have been the spear. That is a supply shack. It wouldn't let me do anything to the other one. Now wait a minute. Okay, we got a lot to do up here. I'm a little turned around. I was trying to do it all, like, efficiently, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, that's all we needed up here. Sorta. Yeah. I knew this was a supply shack I needed to burn. It wouldn't let me. There we go. Maybe I was just like looking at the wrong area or something. Bad hitboxes. A lot of skulls.
I'll add your skull to that pile, meddler.
Kralik is dead, and our spirits are free. We are free. Go in peace with our blessing.
That's an Inferno staff. That's Mother Sara Inferno staff. I might check prices on those. I doubt they're too crazy. Charged is not bad. But, I think, like, precise or sharpened is usually what people go after for Mother Sara. If anything in Trials, hardest part with Warhorns is people accidentally casting two at the same time. Yeah, you're right. That is frustrating when that happens, because they don't stack. I don't know. I feel like, I usually, like, if I'm gonna run Warhorn, I almost always tend to wait. Usually. I try to hold it and make sure positively that nobody else is going to use it. Because sometimes even like a DD will use a Warhorn. Sometimes. But it's definitely better for like a healer or a tank.
Must finish that.
Barriers are great too, yeah. Man, oh day, barrier is so good actually. I feel like as a healer you almost need a barrier. It does kind of suck though, like, I feel like as a healer you're pretty much shoehorned into only running like 2 different ultimates. Like, it sucks. Barrier and Warhorn are pretty much required. I guess Barrier not so much. It depends on the circumstance, but it's really useful. Alright, we're gonna wait on the dialogue. Oh, Bloodroot. This is a long dungeon, I think. Dude, that's a sick mount that he's got. Holy tits, is he fast, bro? Why is he so fast? Oh, he pulled him. They're about the only good ult unless something like Warden healing ult. Yeah, I don't know the Warden very well. Barrier is very hard to beat. If you're gonna take some damage, Warhorn is... Or, Barrier is hard to beat. Yeah, I gotcha. Gosh, dang, brother. Just getting sauced by whatever that poison was. The battle was already over. We got another jumper on our hands here, boys. Look at him jumping with me. I don't know why I do it, man. I can't help myself. It's like once I got settled into my build and got comfortable, I just started jumping. Like, it's... My thumb needs something to do, I guess. Like, before I got comfortable with my build, like, my brain couldn't comprehend all the buttons. So it was like, man, the thumb is just gonna sit there. But now that my brain's comprehending, my thumb just needs occupied. Whoa! I didn't know they moved. Dude, Lobo, you're a seasoned ESO player. May I ask you a question? Sometimes, one of my teammates shrinks the enemy's health bar, and I do not know what it is. Do you have any idea what that is? Man, I'm fat. Gosh dang. Like throwing shards? Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes jumping just feels right. Get on out of there. Gone. No, wait a minute. I think he teleported into her arena. Man, I hate this boss fight. I'm alive. I don't know what it is, man. Actually, I do know what it is. It's this stupid barrier that she throws up and goes immune inside of. Drives me nuts. Dang it. Oh, healer. I should probably start popping my own heal before I jump out of that. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, mangle debuff. Alright, hold on. Its minor mangle debuff reduces enemies' max health by 10%, but most bosses are immune, so it's for trash mainly. Gotcha. Comes from the Destro staff or scribing. Oh, for real? I thought it was like a class ability from like the Warden or something like that. Like I said, I'm not like super familiar with the Warden, so I kind of just like threw it on them. I was like, oh, it's gotta be the Warden or something. I don't know. Holy crap, I don't know if that was worth a meteor. There's a chest back here. It's a master chest. Alright, I'll help them fight. And then I'll show them where this chest is. Whoa. Lobo, thank you for the information, by the way. I appreciate you, sir. One of the teammates was like, want to buy DPS? Well, I was over there opening that chest. And like, I put it in chat. I was like, hey, there's a master chest over here. And I stopped to open it, and they just ignored it and ran past me and went to go fight by themselves. And he's all pissed off at me. People are fussy tonight, dude. The last group was super chill, but... Warden basically has the opposite with minor toughness, buffing friendlies with 10% health. I didn't know that either. So what you're saying is they make good friggin' healers. We're doing good. Dang, bro. That freaking Sork is crazy. You think they're the best healers? What about, like, Templar? I feel like Templar's a really good healer, but Warden is crazy. Man, I feel like there's somewhere like Necro can heal too, man. But I do feel like the Warden's definitely pulling ahead. Good fight. Very good fight.
The way is clear. We should run while we can.
Run? Well, our kids
Unfortunately, over the years, Templar has fallen to third place, although that's your main healer. Wait, so who's second? Is it the Necro? I did not know that about Templar. What are we doing here, boys? My goodness, that was messy. What the heck did I just get stuck on? Dude, that tank is so fast. I cannot attack, thank you. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. I think he got his, like, special ability off. I don't know if there was anything I could have done to get away from that.
What kind of vines throb and bleed?
With changes over time, second will be the Nightblade. Nightblade healer, for real. They offer quite a few buffs, as well as uniquely offering major and minor cowardice and minor vulnerability, drastically debuffing enemies' output damage. Would that make them better tanks or better healers? I mean, I guess it goes both ways, right? That's my bad. We both did it. Both DPS jumped right into the fire. See, I saw the tank. I saw the tank go in, but the tank teleported past the firewall. So, like, I don't know. I just saw him go in, and I was like, it's time to go. I just got freaking annihilated. Oh, he's dead. How's he not dead? Oh my gosh. They're not gonna revive me? Alright, I guess we'll just hang out. They revived the other DPS? What the heck? I feel hella left out all of a sudden. They don't really have much as toughness as something like the DK or the Necro. They can tank us a support role, generally end up as healers. Crude Red, what's up, brother? Lobo, I guess when you put it like that, that does make a lot more sense. Been struggling to come back to this game? Struggling, like, to get back into it? Why'd I die? I don't know why I died. Oh, retention? I mean, if you just get bored, then, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I know they're working on another DLC, like, oh, I'm not gonna wake up in that. Can I like live? Thank you, goodness. I don't know why I didn't like get to be res last time. But yeah, dude, if you're struggling with like just getting bored or something like that, then maybe it's just not the game for you. I love it, man. I really have a good time with this game. And I have like an issue with playing too much. Like, I'm hella addicted. And I just can't stop playing when I start playing. Until like I get super serious and competitive and then I get pissed off at things and then I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. I hate this game. PvP sucks. Fracture Gamer, what's up, man? Jumping in to say hi. No worries, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you dropping in, diggity dig. Ooh. Whoa, what the heck kind of dodge roll was that? I'm lagging now. What the world? There we go. Hey, dangerous foes. That freaking Sork is unbelievably fast. That's crazy. This will be a good fight. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, thank goodness for the interrupt. I'm super laggy. Like, my abilities aren't going out. Gotta interrupt. Gotta interrupt. Gotta interrupt. We don't have a healer. Dang it, dude. He must have died. Man, that was rough. Yeah, dude, Fractured, no worries, man. I've been meaning to jump into the other creators. Like, I had Froggy pin all the other creators in his Discord, and I've been meaning to jump into everybody's channels, and I just haven't had the time. And today I was able to find a little bit of time to do it. So yeah, man, absolutely. Anytime for you.
We honor you with this worthy prey.
How do we do this?
Vengeance for my children!
The healer is super hateful. Dude, I don't know what's up with the teammates this time around. Today, people have been really hateful today. I don't know what's going on. He left the DPS left the group. That's so shameful, dude. Dude, Gaming Man, thank you so much for following, sir. Love the beaver poster. Thanks, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Hermaeus Morris Bookkeeper. Oh, that's a good name. Dude, the... Never mind. I'm speechless, dude. People have been miserably hateful today in the chat, in the game chat. apparently they kicked the other DPS. I thought he just left because of how the healer was treating him. The healer was really, dude, he's awful. And I asked him why he was being so mean, and the healer was like, do you want to leave too? I was like, oh my gosh, dude. Dude, this is crazy because, like, what is this, day 40? 41 maybe? 40 days playing this game, and I gotta say, I can say confidently that everybody has been super kind. Like, everybody's been super chill, just hanging out, having a good time, super respectful. Today, we have ran into more hateful, rude people than I think I've seen in the last 2 years of, like, doing YouTube. It's crazy how hateful they've been. Still multi-streaming? I am. Yeah, still doing the tubies. Which do I prefer? YouTube. I prefer YouTube for a couple of reasons, but Twitch has its ups and downs, YouTube has its ups and downs. Like, they all of them have things to appreciate and things to complain about, and I definitely prefer YouTube. I don't hate Twitch by any means, but YouTube's definitely better for smaller creators. Like, Twitch does a great job at allowing everybody to have a chance, but it's so top heavy because because it promotes, like, the people with the most views first. Like, the highest amount of viewers are always going to show up at the top of the page, putting people like myself, like, way at the bottom with, like, you know, I don't know how many viewers. I really don't pay too much attention to Twitch. I just have the chats combined. So it makes it difficult. Oh gosh, I don't know about the hard mode. 9 times out of 10, the people whining in chat are the lowest performing group members. It's the healer this time around. And I'll be honest, he's quite good. He's the one that's been talking all the smack and being so hateful. And it was the tank in the other dungeon. Cash Baby. Yeah, of course he's the guy acting like a child. Your name's Cash Baby. Just set up a command link for your channel whenever you go to make... oh, dude. Sweet, man. Fracture, thank you so much, man. That's very kind of you, sir. Holy crap. Holy crap. I've never done this dungeon like this. What's my favorite game to stream? Dude, that's tough. That's really tough. It might be this one, dude. You know, I've been live streaming for like 2 years now. Almost. Not quite 2 years. And I gotta be honest, man, like, this one's just a ton of fun. I'll be real, most people are real quiet in the chat, like, but I've had like the most success with concurrent viewers and like watch hours and stuff with ESO, and everybody that does join the chat is super freaking cool, like really cool. And, you know, that's not to say that people from other games are not super cool, but man, it's definitely got something to do with this game. Like, I just love the game. I just love the game. Man, it's so much fun. It's fun, and it can be frustrating because, like, there's a point where you start getting a little too serious in the late game, and that's where I get frustrated because, like, I take things a little too seriously. I gotta learn to loosen up. So, you know, even in PvP, yes, please. Hell yeah, dude, they want to do the next trial, or the next Undaunted. But it is a tough decision to say which is my favorite game to stream, because there's just so many amazing games out there. Man, oh day, like I love the God of War games. And it's crazy, because God of War Ragnarok, and the 2018 version, the streams did horribly. Like, I would have like 30 views for an 8-hour stream or something like that. Like, it was really bad, but I just loved those games so much, man, and I had such a blast playing them. Man, they're freaking good. I can't recommend that series enough. It's amazing. Is this your first Elder Scrolls game? No. This is my second Elder Scrolls game. I've played Skyrim more times than I can count on my fingers and toes. Love that game, dude. But then I played this one, and I would love to play Oblivion, but I kind of want to wait until that mod is ready. Apparently there's a mod that is implementing the entirety of Oblivion into Skyrim, like the game Skyrim, and I'm actually like kind of hyped about that. It looks cool as crap, and I kind of want to wait for it. I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that wants to play the original first and then play the new mod and like compare the differences. But I'm afraid that I won't like Oblivion just because it's an older game with older technologies and stuff. I don't know. Ever played any of the Assassin's Creed games? Don't get me started. Don't get me all riled up about this one. Yes, I have played the Assassin's Creed games. Skyblivion, yeah, it looks good. There is a playlist on my channel for every series that we've ever done for live streams. Assassin's Creed is one of them. I have some strong feelings about Assassin's Creed. I love like the first 6 games dearly. Everything after that, I don't love dearly. I really don't want to get all wound up because I feel like I go on a rant about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed every other day. And I just ranted about it yesterday, so today's my off day. You hated Unity? I didn't hate Unity, but I played it like, you know, hours and hours after years and years after it had came out. So I got like the updated version of it. With that being said, it still had bugs. It still had issues. It was not great. The damage is outrageous in this dungeon. Do you do all your editing yourself? I do. I've never like hired anybody to do anything. With the exception of some artwork with my cousin. My cousin is a phenomenal artist. Like really, really good. So the emojis that you see for like people that are members on the channel, or the membership like badges and stuff, that is artwork that I did pay her to do. She's freaking awesome, dude. Other than that, everything is done myself. You just beat Unity last week or 2 weeks ago. Been playing the whole series on live stream. I hope you like it, man. I hope you enjoy the newer games way more than I did. Because there's good things to say about them. Oh, alright. To not get too wound up, there's absolutely a positive stuff to say about all the Assassin's Creed games, but I had such a strong appreciation and love for the older ones, and by the older ones I mean like the first 6, all the way up to like Black Flags. That I had such high expectations for the newer ones, and they fell fairly short in my opinion. They had good foundations. They had good structures. They came from a good place. It's Assassin's Creed, man. How can you go wrong? But they kind of did go wrong. This is a veteran dungeon, dog. Oh my gosh. We're killing it like it's a freaking starter dungeon. This feels like overworld content. This guy that's on our team is doing an insane amount of damage. It's not me doing this much. I mean, I do numbies, but not that much. It's wild, dude. He got the purple Ellie Storm? That's crazy. Oh my gosh, dude, things are dead before I even get there. I'm getting carried. Like, I could definitely carry my own weight, but this guy's unbelievably strong. What is this? He's level 1200. We might be making a friggin' Arcanist next. That's wild. I've never seen a dungeon go for so fast, ever. Oh, gamer, I will say that I did not play Mirage, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I gave up. I don't think I'm interested in Mirage. So that's where the series of Assassin's Creed has ended so far. I mean, there's like always the slight chance that I go back for some reason, but like I don't really have any interest in Shadows. So, yeah, dude, I wish you luck on the series. I hope it goes well for you. I hope you love it. What's the best advice you can give a new streamer? Don't stop. That's it. Like 2 words, dude. Don't stop. That's it. Like persevere. Like be patient. Obviously, try to improve, right? Like whatever it is that you do every day, like look at yourself objectively. Like how can you improve every day? What can you get better at? And take your time with it, man. Like there's no rush for it. Just do the best that you can do. Be the best that you can be. Like just be yourself. Don't try to be some fake person, and don't stop. Just keep streaming. No matter what happens, no matter if there's 0 people watching or 100 people watching, like just keep going and don't give up. It's that easy, man. I would say people usually start streaming because if you're streaming, I guess there's like different types of streams, but when I say streaming, I'm referencing video games. I think usually people start streaming video games because they love video games, man. And what? Oh, are we gonna wipe? We're trying to do hard mode. Like, don't think of it as like anything else but what you love doing, right? Just do what you love, man, and enjoy the process the best that you can. Obviously, it's more than just video games. What you doing, dog? What are we doing? I can't. I don't know. I think we're trying to wipe for hard mode, but yeah, man. I just like I said, enjoy the process. Be the best you can be, and just don't quit. Like when I started streaming, I think like the first 50 subscribers took like much longer than the first 500 subscribers. And not only that, but like after like, you know, so much time of just like doing the same thing over and over again, it can be kind of demeaning, man. You can lose a little bit of like faith. You can just kind of just get burnt out and be like, ugh, why am I still doing this, man? What's the point, man? Monkey, thank you so much for following, dude. So no matter like what your attitude is, no matter if you're having a bad day, like just keep going. And it's okay to take breaks too. Like by no means do you need to like stream every single day for 12 hours. Like that's not necessary. But if you find yourself like 3 weeks later without a stream, like just jump back into it. Don't give up on it, man. You'll make it. Takes a lot of time and effort, but it's been going good, man, Monkey. Thank you. I hope you've been doing well too. You played your first episode of Origins tonight. Kind of digging it. I did like Origins. I had a good time with that game. I think I know why you don't care for the new ones. They changed the entire control scheme and turned it into an RPG type. See, I like RPGs. Eee, that was loud. I don't have an issue with RPGs. I like them. And I liked Origins. But I think the issue is that not only was Origins like an RPG of some kind, but every single game was like almost identical to the rest of them after that. Like it was the same copy and paste style of game development over and over again, but with a character that has a different name. And it got really old really quick to me. I was just kind of like, I've seen it. I've played this. The combat's all the same. The questing is all the same. The world adventure is all the same. I don't know. Like I said, I had good things to say about them all, but I much prefer the older ones.
Hate me!
Definitely a grind. It is. Yeah, it absolutely is. And I guess like to put the cap on my like what advice could I give to like a new streamer is that it's not about, I know this sounds super freaking cheesy, but it's absolutely true, man. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, man. It's not about like getting to 1 million subscribers. It's not about buying a big fancy house and car. It's not about that. It's about enjoying the process. It's about like engaging with the community and making friends along the way and just having fun. Because what else would it be for, you know? Yeah, dude, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm happy to answer any questions. I love when you guys ask questions, dude. I might not always have a good answer, but I'll do my best. You prefer YouTube much better in your opinion? Yeah, they both... YouTube does a lot of things very well. But there's nothing like wrong with Twitch. It's not that Twitch is bad. But YouTube, I think, is a little bit more user-friendly. Both for consumers and for creators. I really appreciate that Twitch is like strictly for streaming. Whereas like YouTube is kind of being absorbed by things like shorts. Like over half the content consumed on YouTube is all shorts now. And I don't like that, but it just is what it is, you know? Any tips you can drop me for leveling quick and champion points? I'm pretty new and got carried through anchors until CP47. Dang, brother. That's tough. Gamer man, thank you so much. Yeah, dude, get some rest. I appreciate you dropping in, sir. You as well, sir. Tips for grinding champion points? Man, that's tough because if you know, champion points go to 3,600, which is a very large number. And obviously it gets longer and longer as you continue. Like every level
Ouch, Featherless.
gets or requires more experience. Absolutely do your dailies. Your dailies are going to provide a very much needed amount of XP. Like your daily writs and what is that? An Inferno staff. We want to hold on to that for a minute. Your daily writs and your daily undaunted dungeons and your daily random dungeons, and you can have multiple characters too. If you don't know, your champion points carry over to other characters. So once you're like level 300 on one account or one character, you can hit level 50 with another character and they will automatically absorb all of the rest of those champion points. So with that being said, you can do your dailies on multiple characters. So if you're really about it, if you want that grind, if you want to go really hard, you can have like 10 different characters and do the Undaunted quest with all of them. That's a lot. That's a freaking lot to ask for. But I would say that's probably one of the more efficient ways to do it. And not only that, but you're going to be gaining things like, I forget what they're called. What are they called? You're going to be gaining transmute crystals for doing dailies and stuff like that. You're going to be gaining like gold and other points and keys, right? Undaunted keys are super valuable. So that's definitely a good boost. Events are really good. Aside from just like dailies, you can obviously, if you want to, you can go grind like specific parts of the map for whatever it is that you want to grind. I would say that like there's a couple of specific dungeons or spots of the map that are very, very good for just like ripping XP just by killing mobs. Like the public dungeon in Deshawn is one of my favorites, I think. It's a very small, easy dungeon to push around. It's got like 3 or 4 bosses. 5 actually, I think. And it's loaded with chests too if you want the gear and the loot from the chests. And you could just zip around and like smash all the groups of enemies pretty quickly. Provides a good amount of XP. Lobo, yes. Black Rose Prison is, he says it's the best XP grind. Yeah, wearing training gear. Absolutely, that works too. Use XP scrolls. Yeah, dude, you got it. I kind of thought that was a given, but yeah, worth mentioning. And grind hardest on double XP events. Oh, I forgot about those. Good mention on that. Yeah. So certain events do have, like, not just double XP. Is it... The event itself does not provide double XP, but the event will have items in it, like a piece of cake or something like that, that it's basically a consumable that you get to keep in your inventory that is only available to use during that event, right? So the Jester event, yeah, whatever the consumable is, if it is a piece of cake, you can eat it, get double XP, and that stacks with XP scrolls and things like that. So, and your enlightenment as well. So what, you know, what your daily enlightenment that you get on each character, like up here, mine's already been used up, but yeah, it's probably the best way to do it. But I don't know, I feel like once you hit like 1500 champion points, like you're pretty well set. Actually, I have a bunch to put in right now, but because you can only have 4 of these active at a time, right? And like this requires, okay, so this is weapon and spell damage. This requires to be activated up here on the champion bar. Like extra crit damage, this is required. This is required. Thaumaturge, this is all required. So like you can only have so many available at once. So like 50, 50, 50, 50, 200 of these points put into like this bar is gonna cap you out in that sense. Now there's a couple other things. Obviously the crit chance is valuable. There's things like Exploiter. Well, that needs equipped. Like offensive penetration is pretty valuable. There's things that do give you benefit to your damage and whatnot that do not need equipped, but I think your big hitters are gonna need equipped. So I don't want to call it a soft cap, but there's kind of sort of a soft cap eventually once you fill this bar up properly. Technically sort of not really, if that makes sense. Used to be you having to eat stuff or do a quest, but now it's passive. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that was changed. Okay, so events, double XPs are passive now. Heartland Conqueror is best training set because it doubles weapon traits. What? Heartland Conqueror. What's this? I'm learning stuff. Heartland. The Bastion of the Heartland? That's not it. Wait, what is this set? Is it a craftable set? Best for training set because it doubles weapon traits and then put training on as your weapon trait. It might be a craftable set, and we can't see it in here. You did have some fun in the Aradon. Tell me to farm, Oh, you did have somebody in Aradon tell you to farm the Black Rose Prison. Something along those letters you don't remember. Yeah, Black Rose Prison. It's really good, man. I think Lobo was explaining Black Rose Prison to me that, like, if you just kill the first boss and then wipe, and then kill the first boss and then wipe, and kill the first boss and then wipe, the ads that you kill in between that boss fight, like, provide a freaking ridiculous amount of XP. I was actually messing around with it with my buddy Bryson the other day, and it does. It gives you a ton of XP. And if you're not going to fill your group, if you have a companion, it provides a ton of XP for your companion as well. And depending on the companion, you know, they might like it. Like, I think that Zareth Var likes when you kill undead stuff, and that's good. Yup, what up, dude? I was gonna ban him, but YouTube already did. He said something inappropriate. Yeah, man, I don't know. The training gear is actually something we're gonna get ourselves into here probably this weekend.
Ah, look at the dancing flames. Did you get them all?
Burning nicely, yes.
Good. These orcs will be sorry they took me captive. We Nords appreciate a nice warm fire. Those Covenant banners are a source of pride to these louts. Destroying them would be a blow to their morale. I think you should burn them. Then here's the finish. Kill their leader Gruznak, the Impatient. If there's one thing an orc can't resist, it's a challenge. Blow the Great Horn by the gate. That'll bring him out. Meanwhile, I'll go find reinforcements.
Orcs do love a good fight, dude.
When you go for the banners, watch for the guards on the towers. Skiva calls himself Gruznak the Impatient. I guess these orcs consider recklessness a virtue. Can't say I think they're wrong. Just be careful.
What?
I hear Gruznak is one tough hawker.
Wait, so she considers being impatient a virtue as well? That doesn't make any sense. I don't agree with that, but all right. There is no way that hit me. He was so far away, dog. Oh, I think we have one more dungeon to run. Hold on a second. Pretty sure it's Fungal Grotto. That's a tough word. Yeah, we did the other two. Ooh. Wait a minute. Did that not burn? No, it didn't. What is this set? Heartland Conqueror. I'm gonna write that down. I don't want to forget that, because when I make my training gear, I'm probably going to take your opinion on that. If you say it's the way to go, I trust. Man, imagine somebody just rolled up to your base and just started burning your flags. Do you know how pissed off you'd be? You'd step outside and just be like, what in tarnation?
Who dares to challenge Gruznak?
What was he doing in those bushes? He didn't even come out of the gate. He just was like hiding in the bushes. Kinda need the platinum dust. Three platinum dust doesn't like feel like it goes a long way, but god dang, dude. These orcs knocking me over.
Ah, you're back. What did you discover?
The orcs call themselves the Oathbound. You'll want to look at these documents. You know, this guy, I forgot about this guy for a minute. He was like talking about how he doesn't like these orcs and he thinks they're up to no good, but there's nothing he could do about it because his superiors said, hell nah, don't do it. And he was like, do you think you could go learn what their name is? And we ran in there, burned all of their supplies, killed all their reinforcements, burned their flags, and summoned their leader for a battle, killed him, and ran away. Freaking overachievers. That's what we are right now.
Let me see what you found. Covenant mercenaries? You've done well to bring this to me, Traveler. I'll make sure this news reaches Mournhold.
Got it. Hate to make it sound like Ark is even more meta, but since ads spawn in lines with each other in Blackroom Prison. Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. Ark's the best class to farm XP, beaming enemies as they spawn in. Dude, you're really on the mid-max journey right now. Dude, that beam ability is insane. Look, I've said this a couple times, and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't think I've ever been in a group with an Arcanist that is not strong. Like, I don't know if it's like the highest DPS class. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the highest DPS is, but generally each class has its own challenges to get through, right? Like, I have seen people be good with every single class, and I have seen people be bad with every single class. I can comfortably say that I don't think I've ever seen anybody be bad with the Arcanist. It's insane. Like, everybody just laser beams everybody. Like, everything just dies. And that last dungeon that we just did, that guy was doing like 500,000 damage a second. Okay, maybe not quite that much, but it was more damage than I think I've ever seen a random do in a dungeon like that. Excuse me. And I would love to know what he was working with. Although, he's gone forever. He's in the winds now, and for the birds. Because I don't remember what his name was. Hit him, teammates! Yeah. I was hoping they would put him in execute. I love the goblins in this dungeon, dude. It's like one of my favorite noises I think I've ever heard. Look at this! That Arcanist! He just did that basically by himself. Like, I didn't even have time to get my dots on the ground before the boss was already in execute range. Dark generally mid-mags to the same sets? Oh, for real? These guys are looking like a couple of boss skippers to me. I have a strong feeling they're gonna run past the 2 side bosses in this dungeon. There's another chest. Nice. Yep, right off that cliff, dude. Wow, that did not do much damage. Well, wow. That's crazy. This is the first dungeon in the entire game. And it does a lot more damage than like the first trying, he said. It does a lot more damage than like the first half of the Selene's Web fight, which is kind of wild actually. Chocolate milk from the freezer. Mafia, do you put your muffins in the freezer too? Muffins don't go in there? I was wondering. Why does everybody keep dying? It's Fungal Grotto 1. Why was I the only one that didn't die, bro?
By the ebony blade, this is it. We found the shrine.
I don't think I've ever seen the entire team die to Fungal Grotto 1's final boss like that. That was embarrassing for them, dude. I'm embarrassed for them. I can't believe that that just happened. They were all above level 1000. That's bonkers. Deadly strikes plus 15% damage for AoE and damage over time, sir. Is it AoE or damage over time? I thought it was channeled abilities and damage over time. Deadly. You did say deadly strike, right? Yeah. Damage over time and channeled attacks. It's not AoE. There is something that does AoE like the same way that the Deadly Strikes does, but I don't think it's 15%. Coral Riptide or Ansuls for trial set. 1 piece Slime Crawl for crit. Slime Crawl's freaking OP. Velothi Amulet for a 15% extra damage plus minor force. Velothi? Adds penetration. Increases your damage done to monsters by 15%. Gain minor force at all times. Increasing your crit damage and reduces... Wow. Wowzers. And then what was the other one? Riptide or Ansuls? Crit chance pen. Increases your damage done against monsters by 7%. When you interrupt an enemy, you gain... your damage, you increase your damage done against monsters by an additional 7%. Or Riptide? Increase your weapon and spell damage based on your missing max stamina. I think I prefer the other one. I'm not a fan of this little mini game of like balancing the stamina bar. I don't know. It is an unbelievably strong buff. VMA Destro back bar. Maelstrom. It's probably going to be Crushing Wall, right? We need to get into the Maelstrom Arena. We should get into the Maelstrom Arena. I think I'm ready to, at the very least, do the normal mode. That beam is crazy for the Arcanist, though. That's insane.
Blood and fire. Now that's what I call a happy ending.
Okay.
Sure, Stones, you did it. These troops heard the horn blow and came running from Narcissus. With Grusnak gone, we can sweep up the rest of these orcs in no time. You've got a heavy hand, friend. I like that.
I do think she's been going to the wrong masseuse, though. Because that's, not correct. Like, that is, no. No. It's not what a happy ending is. Alright, now I know we've been here before, and I could not find the quest for some reason. So cross your fingers we just magically find it. There's only one main road that goes up to this place. Oh, there it is. Now wait a minute. Okay, I was gonna say it disappeared.
My sister sneaks off into the ruins, and I wind up.
I think that's the last book.
How typical.
Oh, there's one more.
Stranger, stranger, stranger.
We know
I
this guy.
require your immediate assistance.
No. We're not strangers. We know you. We did a quest with him before.
It's not important. My sister Kirith went into that Dwemer ruin, but she forgot to take my new control rod. I built it to deal with the spider constructs that infest the place. She may not believe me, but she needs that rod. Precisely. I do it myself, but one of those fetchers stabbed me when I tried to go after her. Besides, I forgot to take the control rod and had to come back for it anyway. Here.
Okay.
My sister has a knack for attracting trouble. I'm starting to get worried.
Alright. Sorry, Lobo, you said that Crushing Wall definitely hits harder from the set bonus, but the main thing is that it keeps infused weapon damage glyph procced for roughly an extra 450 weapon and spell damage, 100% uptime. Wow. Wow. Could we use that? On the build that we have now, could we use Crushing Wall? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we can. Tiffany, hey, hey. Nothing like being scared awake. I'm sorry. I know I'm kind of ugly, but I didn't realize I was that ugly. Noble duelist, sergeants, noble duelist, slime crawl. Yeah, so we would not be able to use the Crushing Wall Maelstrom staff with this specific build because we only have one piece that's like interchangeable, and that's slime crawls. And the two-handed lightning staff takes up 2 slots. That would be crazy good, though, if we could put that on this build. Now, we could get real creative and ditch the Noble Duelist set. Hear me out. Ditch the Noble Duelist set. Go with a second piece of armor for the sergeants. 1, 2. It would have to be 3 pieces. 3 pieces of heavy armor is probably not good on this build, though. Like, that would... No, I don't think I like the idea of that. Because we would lose a lot of our light armor passives. Mainly for the back bar, yeah. So ugly, fell right out of bed. I know, it's horrible, right? Still hungry? You've acquired a box of Pop-Tarts? Are you gonna eat that whole box of Pop-Tarts? See, resistances, critical rating would go down by another 440. Which is kind of a big deal. And our pen would go down by almost 2,000. Get sick of them and bring him back. Oh my gosh, Mafia. I have 10 skill points. What do we get from this? We have 1 piece of heavy armor. Increases resistances. Increases your health recovery by 2% for each piece of armor equipped. You restore magic and stamina when you take damage for each piece of heavy armor equipped. This can occur every 8 seconds. What kind of Pop-Tarts? I bet you he is a blueberry. I bet you he's like a classic. Or strawberry. Nah, he doesn't do blueberry. I bet it's strawberry Pop-Tarts. I'm putting my money on the table. You've discovered the secret to sustain? Heavy attack builds. Yeah, heavy attack builds go hard for sustain. Increases max health by 1% for each piece of armor equipped. Heavy armor. Increases max magic and stamina for each... that your heavy attacks restore. Oh. Off-brand cookies and cream Pop-Tarts? Cookies and cream Pop-Tarts are freaking banging. Increases your healing received by 1% for every 2 pieces of armor. Let's do the max health. 2%'s not amazing, but... Blah? No, they're not that bad. I feel like that's pretty minimal. 114? Somebody's in the background humping, dude. I kind of want to put Keen Eye on my person, but do I really need it? Not really. Let's just go with this. 343 total. It's pretty minimal. That's not a big deal. Increases health recovery by 4%. Brown sugar only. Brown sugar is really good too. The off-brand Pop-Tarts are good. That your heavy attacks restore. See, this is literally useless to us, I think. Increases healing received. Screw it, man. Let's just throw them all in. We don't have any medium armor equipped, though, so that's useless. We already have minor mending, but this increases the amount of damage that we can block, making this not totally worthless. Screw it, man. Just throw some points in everywhere. Why not? I did have champion points to throw in earlier. Stamina Arcanists use a magical staff back bar with magical dots, saving stam pretty much for their flails and beams. I don't know about the flails. I've seen that beam though. If your mag run stamina back bar like bow / volley or two-handed stampede. Yeah, alright. Saving mag for stampede spammables, excuse me. I mean, that is a really good way to maintain sustain. Finally we get this bonus. %'s not a lot, but it's better than nothing. So close to getting slippery. Slippery is going to be nice. What was I doing? Oh, I need to save this.
Take it from an old...
Bam. Alright, so that's updated. I did pick up this quest. Dang, dude, 2 recipes back to back? Hold on a second. Not bad. I had the deadly set. I have pieces of the deadly set. What was this other one? Heartland Conqueror. I kind of need to look up where that is. Come on! Thank you.
About time you got here. I've been dodging spiders for what seems like forever. Wait, you're not Raynor.
Nah, I'm not.
Did he? I bet he got hurt fooling around with the spider constructs.
Sorry, I was trying to scroll back through chat. I wanted to write down that other piece. And Souls. That's that one piece set. Oh, wait, no. Is it no, Ansul's the Velathi amulet is what I was thinking of. I think I'm close to getting that. Sorry.
How typical. Listen, this ruin is a 2-person job. I need someone to cause a diversion so I can sneak into the next chamber. Could you test that control rod on the spiders inside?
I'm not going to help you out of the goodness of my heart.
No reason to get all gruff and grumpy. We'll take care
Sorry,
of
lady.
you. There's bound to be valuable stuff in here. Raynor and I will split anything we find with you.
That's friggin' right.
How should I know? Raynor built it. He calls it a control rod. I bet it controls the constructs. Use it to capture one of those spider things. It might take a few attempts, though. Raynor's devices don't always work exactly as he designed them. That's the spirit. Now, go create a diversion.
I don't know who's fooling around with dwarven spiders, Lobo, but I don't recommend it. Okay, it did not work. Huh. Now, how'd she get back here?
What took you so long? And who's your sparky new friend? You mean my brother's invention actually worked?
Maybe.
I wonder if it would work on the big spiders.
I doubt it.
Probably not. Just a legend. I'm almost positive. Anyway, there's something important here. I can feel it. Something the Archmage won't be able to ignore. Look around. I had a quick peek at the machinery in here while I was waiting for you. I think this entire chamber is some sort of complex dwarven device. I've no idea. It might open that big door over there, or it might unleash a giant walking teapot with razors for arms. There's only one way to find out, right?
That sounds like an Elden Ring boss.
I'm not sure. Its emitter thing is broken. I could fix it if I had some spare parts. Maybe we could get your sparky little friend to help us.
Oh, she still wants to talk?
You mean my... I wonder if it... I've no idea. I'm not sure.
There we go.
Dwarven constructs scavenge parts to repair themselves. They're designed to remove delicate mechanisms from disabled constructs to reuse elsewhere. No, not you. Your spider. You just ruined the parts prying them out. Go beat some spiders into submission, then have your sparky friend collect their parts. I'll wait for you by the emitter at the other end of the chamber.
Now, wouldn't busting up the spiders kind of break the parts anyway? I'll have to go back? Well, that's goofy. Should have been spiders in this room. It's not working. Kind of crazy how Dwemer was so advanced so long ago. Yeah, and you know what's even crazier is the fact that, like, nobody's come into these ruins to, like, try to obtain the knowledge and technology that they had developed. I mean, obviously some people do, but it's very rare, and it's never really caught on. Like, there's no culture or society or town or city or anything that was turning around and being like, bro, we could use all that. Like, nobody. They're just like, man, we don't go over there because it is kind of like dark, and I'm scared of the dark. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense that nobody's tried to harness these technologies.
Good timing. I think I almost have this contraption figured out. Did you get the parts? So Raynor's control rod actually works? Do you believe it? Let's see those parts. I think I know how to fix this thing. Now stand back and give me a moment.
Take your time.
Turn this, tighten that, and finished. That should do it. By Vivek! This is incredible! Some kind of elaborate dwarven device, obviously. See the crystal prisms set up around the chamber? This emitter fires a beam that reflects off the prisms and then does something. Oh, this is so exciting! Maybe. The prisms might be out of alignment. I think we need to direct the beam of light to a specific point. Adjust the prisms until something happens while I work on the emitter some more.
Until something happens, huh? What she means is go press E on it. Feels like perhaps Dark Age after the collapse of the Roman Empire, civilizations not having organization or wealth to achieve same things. Yeah, but they're so advanced in their own ways. Like, it depends. Like, a lot of them are like spiritually advanced, like the Argonians. They're like hyper spiritually advanced. I don't know, man. I mean, whoa, what the heck? Like, the Dwemer have been extinct for so long, man. Like, how long has it been? Like, I don't know this off the top of my head. They're not extinct. The Dwemer have never been extinct. They disappeared suddenly in 1E700, leaving behind Dwemer ruins inhabited by their still functioning automatons. First era 700. I forget when ESO is. Second era 582. Okay, so I don't know exactly when the first era ended. 700, right? Okay. So the first era ended in 2920. And the Dwemer disappeared in the first era 700. So there is about 2,200 years plus another 500. So 2,700 years in the world of Elder Scrolls that the Dwemer, up until the point of ESO, right? This is not including the thoughts of Skyrim, but up until the points of ESO, 2,700 years. That seems like a really long time for nobody to turn around and be like, let's take a look at the Dwemer ruins. Because, like, and you know what else is weird is that all the adamantite disappeared. It also is gone. Dude, you know what, dude? Man, alright. Let me put my tinfoil hat on for a minute. I wonder if the Dwemer exist in another dimension now. I wonder if they discovered some sort of like hyper advanced technology with this adamantite ore that they found, and they just like poof, like scooted into like the dimension that is like, you know, parallel to the one that Tamriel's in. Cause what am I doing in here? Use the spider rod. Use the rod on the great spider. The who? There is no great spider. Wait a minute. Because the Dwemer, so the idea of the Dwemer disappearing is that, well, I don't actually know the full story, to be honest. Is this not gonna work? What do I need to do here? Get the key from the great spider. Use the rod on the great spider. That's not a great spider. That's just a regular spider. There he is. Alright, I don't know what was going on. So, the way I understand it is that... Wait, are you gonna die? Oh, that's not good. Oh. Oh, I thought I was supposed to use the rod to control it. Wait, what did you say? There's one theory is that they achieved some sort of higher plane of existence. The other is that they just wiped themselves from existence. So, the Dwemer discovered this material called adamantite. And the adamantite ore was incredibly powerful. It was unlike any ore that had ever existed before. And it was not workable. They didn't have a way to work the adamantite. Like, it was just raw ore, and they weren't sure how to work it. And eventually they did develop a forge that was capable of like harnessing the power of the adamantite. And that is what began this war between the elves. So like the snow elves ended up like losing the war and becoming enslaved, and that's how they ended up being the big blind guys, the big scary blind guys in the Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. And after that, the story does kind of just like fade, doesn't it? I don't really know much after that. So like, maybe we'll have like a research stream. You're playing the game. Let's just read stuff on the wiki.
Inside. We heard scary noises from behind the door. What was in there? A giant spider. I knew it. Can I see what else you found? This could be just what we need. I bet this gets me and Raynor into the academy. Here's something we found near the ruin. Please take it for helping us. You know you're not...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to skip the end of her dialogue. Is that the whole place? That do be the whole place. The zone guide didn't continue. They found the heart of Lorcan, which was ripped out by the other gods during creation. This made the other elves fight them for its control. Wait, so the heart of Lorcan is what they used to forge the adamantite? Is that what we're saying? Holy crap. There's a lot of information on the Dwemer. Like an insane amount of information. Dude, I could probably put together like a 20-minute video of this. That's crazy how much there is. Tiffany, no worries. Good night to you. I hope you get some good rest tonight. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. They were about to be defeated by the gods of during creation, but used magical tools on the god's heart, and the whole race vanished. That's interesting. I could have sworn I picked up this quest. I did not know that. Okay, so the heart of Lorcan, is this what they were trying to use to forge adamantite, or am I making that up? Because I did just make that up.
Ready for your next task? Now I must find a way to comprehend what monumental task you've been sent here to accomplish. Until my visions reveal your ultimate destiny, I have a favor to ask. It may seem trivial, but I assure you it's important.
He wants me to go hang out with students outside and do their work for them.
3 students arrived with you. The Dunmeri Lena and Tedris, and the Nord, Hadmar. It is your solemn duty to make sure they pass their initiation tests.
So you want some big baby bitches in your school. Bro, this is the problem with these newer generations. That everybody's got to have the work done for them. Don't nobody know how to solve problems for themselves, or think, or do the work. Everybody's lazy. Do it for me. Do it for me. This is how people end up stupid. I'll go and do the work for these kids. These kids pass their quests without having any freaking effort put into it whatsoever, and then they run the guild next, and the next generation gets weaker and weaker and weaker, and then everybody dies.
Before you arrived, my visions revealed those 3 to me. They are to play an important part in future events directly related to the success of the Pact. Help them. They must pass their tests and complete their training.
You said that they wanted to use the heart of Lorcan to power the Numidian, or the brass god. Basically wanted to build a Dwemer construct god powered by a real god's heart. What the crap, dude? See, that's interesting too, because like if you know any, I mean, even if you don't know much about the lore and you've been playing the game, you know that there are these. To craft potions at the highest level, you need something called Lorcan's Tears. So like it is buried in the game. It's just kind of hard to find, man. Like, you really gotta dig if you want to learn more about the lore. They don't exactly put it in your face and teach you about Lorcan very much. And I actually I don't know jack squat about Lorcan, and I would love to learn more. Dude, I might do a little bit of research on the Dwemer. And, possibly make a video on it. We'll see how that goes. If that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. Because I'd like to put together, like, it'd be fun to put together, like, an extensive lore video with, like, it'd be tough to use, like, gameplay and footage because there's no in-game footage or videos of the Dwemer. Like, that's not how that works. They've never existed in the world that we know, so images that would be like fan art or depictions of it that have been developed by the community, I think would be the best thing that we have. I don't know. It'd be fun, though, to learn more about it.
What rubbish. Fish magic from a pond? They vex buttocks. What does that even mean? I'm not helpless, you know. I can do this. Ugh, never mind. I give up. I'm not getting sent home over some stupid fish that doesn't exist. You want to help? Fine. Well, you can either fill this pond with fish so I can actually catch one, or figure out what these orbs do. They gave me a book, but it just contained some stupid riddle. I threw it on that table over there.
Yeah, this is such a valuable student that's so important to the integrity of the progression of the magical studies. Like, I don't think that the world would exist without this douchebag.
What am I, a child? I'm going to be a commander in a house army, or maybe an advisor to the pact leaders. They should have just given me a spell I could cast.
This is the attitude, man. This is what's wrong with y'all's generation nowadays. Yeah, I think this book actually... I swear there's a book around here that tells me what to do. It's like a moon in the east or something like that. Solve the riddle of the pond. I know there was a book somewhere. Maybe I picked it up. Maybe I didn't pick it up. Quest items. Book of Excellent Teachings. Sayamante, hello, sir. Hold on one moment. Lorcan basically convinced the other gods to create the mortal plane Mundus. The plane's name is Mundus. They realized it was draining their power and in anger ripped Lorcan's heart out. Holy tits, dude. Okay. So hear me out. If the mortal plane still exists to this day, because that's what we're experiencing here, does that mean that the other gods are still having their power drained? And the Dwemer just happened to find his heart. They just like were digging in the dirt one day and they were like, what's this thing? What this? Why it pumping blood? Like, and they just started smashing it with magic hammers and they were like, wow, it does things. Like, and if it's draining their powers, right? Say if the mortal plane is draining, if it's consuming energy of the gods, does that mean they run out one day? Does that mean it just expires? Like, and not only does the mortal plane cease to exist, but so does everything else? Like, the Big Bang, but the opposite. Right? Next battle, Doomslayer versus Kratos. Who do you think wins? Kratos. Shut up. Don't argue. How dare you? Bad questions. Next. Move on. Spiky sun rays in the north. Moon in the west, sun in the north, moon in the west, star in the east, moon and crescent in the south. Moon in the north. Star? Star in the west? crescent in the south. And then this one gets turned into the spiky thingy. The sun. Did I do that wrong? Spiky sun in the north.
What do you want?
I did this wrong. Spiky sun in the north, full moon in the west. Yeah, I friggin' did this all wrong, dude. My brain was not braining right there. There we go.
You did it.
Big crybaby McGee over here. Sadly, Doomslayer wins against Kratos. Why are you doing this? Who do you think you're fooling, Simon? Doomslayer wins against Kratos? Are you out of your mind? This is the war. Like, bro, if you're gonna try to make a proper argument, if you actually want to win, if you want to be the guy that comes out on top in a conversation like this, Simon, you at least gotta try. This is shameful. Bad argument. You're incorrect, sir. I thoroughly disagree. Doomslayer doesn't even come close. Kratos wins day and night. You know what, though? Kratos never got shot by a gun. So, I'm going to argue that Kratos still wins. They already became weaker than their Daedra counterparts. They are the 8 gods. They don't believe it drains forever, but at least drained it to create the Mundus to begin with. Okay. Okay, so it essentially rendered them, I don't want to say useless, but they're not technically gods anymore. Right? Like if the Daedras, you know what, dude? Is that why Daedra are evil? We heard a piece of lore before. It was just the other day. It might have been yesterday or the day before. But somebody had talked about how the Daedra used to be friendly. Like they used to be nice. Like super chill. And that there was a point in time in which the Daedra became evil and started trying to take over things and essentially just like devour people's souls and whatnot. And that intrigued me. I was like, why? What happened? And I'm wondering if that's it. If the moment at which the Daedra said, oh snap, I could win this fight, is when the gods had the Aedra, the 8 Aedra gods, if they had their powers drained to develop the world of Mundus, which is the mortal plane. The BFG 9000 would smoke Kratos. Shh. Quiet now, young child. Sleep. Sleep. Lucy called Samael before claiming the name Lucifer, and after the rebel against the gods and lost. Oh, wait, I don't know the lore behind Doomslayer, dude. I wish I did, but I don't. I really would like to play that series at one point. No, Mafio, shut up. Simon, shut up. Both of y'all. Go drink your milk, okay?
Find the amulet, she said. Use the wand, she said. What if it sets things on fire? I could burn the whole academy to the ground.
Whoa, dude. So the elves believe that the Aedra, which are the original 8 gods, procreated Bounchik. Wow. And eventually made the elves in Elvis, Aedra in Elvis. In Elvish, I think is what you mean. Aedra literally meaning our ancestors. Wow. I'm learning so much, dude. Where did you get this information? What lore are we talking about? Elder Scrolls lore. The elves believe that the Aedra, the original 8 gods, procreated and eventually made the elves in... And in Elvish, Aedra literally means our ancestors. That's crazy. Daedra, in turn, are all of the beings who did not take part in the creation of Mundus. Okay. So... Well... Daedra, Aedra... they just put a D in front of it because, like, did not. Like, right? That makes sense. Like... So, how many Daedric gods are there then? Daedra meaning not our ancestors. Okay. There are 17 Daedric princes. Okay. So if there were 17 Daedric princes... Now, wait a minute. Would Lorkhan technically be part of the 8? Or is he the 9? Because I've heard in the more recent cultures of ESO, or Elder Scrolls, not ESO specifically, but there is... like every now and then you'll hear somebody say like, oh, by the 8, like, oh, like it's like, oh crap, like holy crap. It's one of those things that it's just a figure of speech or an expression, and they're referencing the 8 gods. But in newer times, if you go into Skyrim, you hear some people say by the 9, right? So who was it that became the 9th god? He was immortal, and I want to say he was part of the Fighters Guild, but I can't remember. There's countless Daedra, but the most powerful of the princes. Okay. There are 17 Daedric princes in the Elder Scrolls series, and each oversees their own realm in Oblivion. They are considered gods among many and thrive on the worship and tribute. We're learning stuff tonight, dude.
Oh, you know I'd never burn anything, right? It's just a figure of speech.
Lorkhan would be the 9th or missing god of creation. Okay. Gotcha.
An instructor said one of these shadow clucks has a magic amulet. Ate it, probably. I'm supposed to use this wand to focus my magic on the clucks and find the amulet. Actually, I'm afraid to find out. You don't seem at all timid. Would you do it? Please find the amulet. I can't fail this test.
Gotcha. We'll find the amulet. Use the wand. Chewed up homework. Okay, I think there's like a chicken around here that gets turned into the amulet. Just an oddly shaped egg. Dang, dude, I wish that the lore in Elder Scrolls Online was not so, like, mysterious. There's the amulet. Because it is kind of difficult to piece together and decipher. Like, I think part of the issue with piecing the lore together is that there's just so much filler. It's like watching an anime, but, like, 60 to 80% of the episodes are just filler. And by the time you get to the next episode, you forgot. You know what I mean? You know the lore of characters rather than games? Yeah, but like... Dude, Simon, I'm telling you, you'd like this world.
Oh, those feathers flying. Mother Morrowind. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. Don't worry about it. It was hilarious. I'll take the amulet to the instructor right away. I owe...
Yeah, there's your stuff. Talos, or as mortal Tiber Septim, conquered all of Tamriel. Yes. So, wait, is Talos not the 9th god then? Because people worship Talos. Alright, well, I guess, like, a lot of Nords worship Talos.
Let me tell you about the Academy grounds.
In all of Tamriel, using the Dwemer Numidian to conquer the High Elves, and reportedly at death ascended to godhood, which is why the elves hate him. Interesting. So, ascended to godhood how, though? Like...
Asked me to do one simple thing. Bring student rats back to instruction hall. But Hadmar can't do anything right.
I wonder, man, because... I'm assuming Talos was a Nord. I don't know if that information's out there, but if Talos is a Nord, then it would make sense why he tried to conquer everybody else. And, well, I don't know. I feel like any of the races would be willing to conquer anybody else if they had the opportunity to. The Dwemer Numidian. So... Okay. So somebody did... Talos. Talos tried to take the technology from the Dwemer and use it to his advantage, and he found that it was so powerful that he could use it to essentially take over the entire world. So, I guess my question would be to that, like, is this tool or whatever, the Numidian, right? Numidian, is it still out there somewhere? And if so, like, why is nobody hunting it down? Because after all this that happened, there's solidarity to it. Solidarity? That's not the right word. There's merit to this, right? Like that, there is factual information in the world, right? There's factual information saying like this happened. All this stuff happened. So there's knowledge of these tools. So why is nobody else chasing down this tool trying to essentially do the same thing? It doesn't make any sense because you know that there's people out there like that. Like you see people that, you know, try to take over one of the Daedric princes like Molag Bal, and he's like, I can take over the Daedric prince Molag Bal myself if I just have some cool staff. And so there's people out there with ambitions of that, but I'm wondering if like the Numidian was maybe destroyed in the process. I don't know, man. Has the lore been
wrong.
Explained by
the
developers?
Instructor said to round
I'm not
up
sure.
the little ones, bring them back safe, and we'll get them fixed. But, well, one got away and climbed on top of that big rock. Oh, Hadmar is so ashamed. Hadmar is scared of heights. Oh, why did Little Rat climb so high? I crafted a totem. Makes a helper fly up to get Rat, but no one wants to be Hadmar's helper. You would be helper? Oh, thank you. Face big rock in front of Hadmar, activate totem, then climb and grab nice Little Rat. But be careful. If you point the wrong way, you'll fly someplace wrong.
Someplace wrong, okay. See, this is... Hadmar is the only guy... Oh my gosh. Hadmar is the only guy that actually tried to put some work in. He's just scared of heights. You believe it was dismantled after the conquest of the High Elves. Like Tiber Septim feeling it was more of a liability to have it out there. Yeah, absolutely, dude. 100%. Totally a liability.
Little friend safe? Oh, Little Rat is safe. Now Hadmar won't get beaten with rakes. Like at home. Good, good,
Aww.
good. I'll take Little Friends back to get fixed up right away.
Yeah, see, now hold on a minute. If there's a difference between destroyed and dismantled, right? Am I stretching the idea of that a little bit too far? Like, if it was dismantled, that means that it could be put back together. If it was destroyed, that's maybe a different story. Right?
There you are. I feared you'd been kidnapped by forces from beyond. So I heard. Well done. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. But don't get too comfortable. Matters of grave urgency loom on the horizon. While you assisted my students, I had another vision. I see that your fate is fundamentally tied to the Chaosbringer, Magistrix Vox. However, alas, I've seen nothing beyond the Chaosbringer's name. Something interferes with my forevision, blocking my efforts at every turn. I suspect we are opposed by mighty forces beyond mortal ken. We must take appropriate measures. I'll gather the students and make sure the grounds are secure. I'd like you to use the trapdoor to investigate the library vaults. I haven't heard from the librarian, and that fills me with nameless apprehension. Search the library below and find the librarian. She hasn't responded to my calls. I fear something foul stalks my academy.
He should probably know that Vox is dead, huh?
Even without a head, sometimes the serpent takes a long time to die. The Maulborn cultists are still out there. Perhaps that's what's triggered my visions.
Got it. Interesting. Yeah, dude, so Simon, Talos was not a robot, unfortunately, but I like the effort. It would later try to be reassembled in Elder Scrolls 2 in Daggerfall. Okay. Dude, man of day, hearing this lore and starting to learn more about the origins of everything, right? And just understanding like the religions that everything in the world of Elder Scrolls is based off of, and the history of it all. What the heck? It really makes Elder Scrolls Online look like a wet fart, dude. Like,
another new Maulborn soldier.
It feels so meaningless and worthless to be associating yourself with like a student that can't get a rat off of a rock because he's scared of heights. Like, it really overshadows all of Elder Scrolls Online. And I'm not saying that Elder Scrolls Online is bad. I'm just saying I want to play that game. Like, I want to play the game where Talos is trying to conquer the entire world, you know?
You were unconscious for hours. At least it seemed like hours. How do you feel? I was worried about you. Shadowstool has been overrun. The last of the Maulborn from the looks of it. They must need more soldiers. And they're getting them. They cast some kind of spell to enslave the students. That's what it looks like. That spell didn't work on us. Don't know why. We carried out the Archmage's orders, but then the Maulborn caught us and threw us in here with you. When the trouble started, he gave us some arcane items and told us to find places to hide them. Then he went off on some mission of his own. I'm glad you're awake. Can you get us out of here? Whatever you plan on doing, you have my full support. Just know that.
This is terrible. The Academy's in danger. The Archmage is missing, and I'm locked in here with you.
Yeah, you're right about that, though. We did save Nirn from Molag Bal. Yeah, that was kind of cool, I can't lie. It could have been a little cooler, though. See, I guess part of the reason why I feel like Elder Scrolls Elder Scrolls Online is a little bit underwhelming is because all of the overworld content is way too easy. It is such a pushover of an exploration of the world. The lore is good, but the actual combat, like the fight with Molag Bal, is cool as crap. It's very well done, right? Like you see that they have phenomenal potential when it comes to like solo combative engagements with like unique characters like Molag Bal. It was very cool. However, it is so easy. Like it's too easy. It was not nearly difficult enough. Like, I want the fight with Molag Bal to be much more akin to like a veteran Maelstrom Arena. Like, I want it to be hard as crap, or at least have an option to be, right? Like a veteran overworld would be a game changer, and it would make things like that feel so much more meaningful and impactful and engaging. And like, I killed Molag Bal in like 5 seconds. I didn't even like blink. Like, it was too easy. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I think I feel that way. But Yeah, ESO's lore is still good. It's good.
The Moorborn General himself. One of the senior students recognized him. Said he was Darvason. Used to be the Archmage's assistant. Who knows? He muttered something about looking for Hadmar and a familiar. What do you think the Moorborn want us for? I was afraid to. There are guards out there. Maybe you could check it, discreetly.
Hey you, out there! Hello? Discreetly, just pounding on the gate.
Ah! Leave me alone. Don't hurt me.
What was that?
Back away from gate.
What a little stinker, dude. Coming through. You couldn't break the gate down? What the heck, dude?
This must be the familiar the Archmage told us about.
I feel like I'm not allowed to say that word. Do you know the story of the most powerful Daedric prince? Jiggalag? It's like Jigglypuff, right? Jiggalag? I do not know the story. I've never even heard of that. Never once have I even heard that word.
Master sent me to make sure you're safe. You smell all right. Look funny though. I open portal and we go find Big Lord. Name Hatmir or Hatmead? I forget. Mortals have their names. No matter. Come. We go now. Big Nord hides in building next to where we appear.
I don't know why this guy's voice line is so quiet.
They stay here. Master says he doesn't want them to be dead yet. I get them when time comes. No worry. Time to go. I come back for other two later.
Why was it so much quieter in the dialogue? That's weird. What are the odds there's a blue book up here? I don't know. Something in my bones is telling me there might be a blue book up here. Shh. There's not a blue book up here. Alright, just checking. So Jiggalag was the Prince of Order, appeared as a giant knight. His mastery of Order allowed him to even start to predict the actions of other Daedric princes ahead of time. Whoa. So, kind of like Hemdall almost. Right, like obviously Hemdall's not in the lore of Elder Scrolls. But he was able to read people's intentions. What's up, dude? Ping and ESO is so high. If you're from Asia, I mean, that's actually really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that the ping's bad. I'm assuming you're on the European servers. And if you're not, I would totally recommend it. I don't know. I guess it depends on what part of Asia you're from. That is something that that they should have like worked out. There should be more than 2 servers. Like it makes sense to have one in North America, and it makes sense to have one in Europe, but those 2 locations aren't exactly like centralized. You'll try EU?
Hadmar's glad to see you.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Archmage said you'd be here soon, and here you are. Hadmar isn't sure. One moment I was walking to instruction hall, next moment, boom! Hadmar knocked on backside. Woke up in here with Archmage standing over me. He said, wait for you to show up. I waited, and you showed up. Yes, he told me to set up my totem near Big Rock outside. Lena hid her lockbox high up on top of rock. Lockbox is very important. We must find lockbox and bring it to Lena. Just outside. You use Totem to reach the lockbox, while Hadmar stays on ground. Then we'll find Lena.
Of course Hadmar stays on ground. I like Hadmar. He's a cool character. The other princes feared that he might start interfering with their plans and worlds. They conspired to use enormous power between multiple princes to put a curse on him. Whoa, dude. Okay. So what was this curse then? Oops. Sorry. I think if I go this way... Oh my gosh. That was... Whoa! Bull crap. What? Ooh. Oh crap, dude. I do feel like I wasn't aiming over here. That's a fun ability. I wish there were more things like that in the game.
Wait, where am I? Why are we up so high? That blasted Banekin. It could have warned me. The lockbox, right. The Archmage tinkered with my wand and told me to hide it up here. That was just before Darvason tossed me in that cell. I still can't believe the Archmage's old assistant is the Molborn General. He said we'd need the wand, but he didn't say why. Wait, I know. The Molborn have occupied the library vaults and sealed the door. And what makes the best spell of unlocking? Burnt scamp hide and illusion dust, of course.
What? Okay.
You can use my wand to scorch the scamps. And illusion dust is the residue of illusory monsters. With enough of each, we can prepare a spell to get us through to Darvason. We'll need Tedris, though. That spell is his specialty.
See, this is a cool mission. And I could appreciate how we built up to it as well. So the curse that was put on, however you said his name? Jigalag. Such a friggin' ridiculous name, dude. The curse was for, was for all except one day of each year. He would become the opposite of order, chaos, silliness, madness. On the one day, he would become Jigalag and conquer his realm, making him orderly again. What? Okay, so he conquers his own realm. Is that what you're saying? Rather than like being able to conquer everybody else's realm, he just takes back his own. So who the crap is occupying his realm then? Like while that's all happening? I mean, I guess like the other Daedric princes could be occupying it, but I don't understand why they would leave the curse open for one day of the year. Like, if they're gonna go that far, I mean, maybe they couldn't, right? Maybe it wasn't like an option. But it does seem like they kind of fell short a little bit. Like, why leave that one day available? And like, what day is that? And why is it not more well known? Like, it almost sounds a little bit like The Purge. Like, one day of the year, like, the dude just rolls out and he's like, alright, everybody's dead. All y'all dead. And well, you know what though? Obviously he would be a lot more concerned with like the Daedric lands. Like he's not really, I would assume that Jiggle-Lag would not be concerned with the mortal affairs. He would be much more worried about like his own world and whatnot, and have probably very little interest with anything in the land of Mundus. Such a ridiculous name, dude. In the DLC of Oblivion, the main character, hero of Kvatch, is approached by the Daedric Prince in his chaotic form to help him break the cycle. The chaotic version of Jiggle-Lag is Sheogorath. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. Man. No way. That's crazy, because, like, Sheogorath is still immensely powerful. Like, by a lot. Like, he can do so much. He can basically do anything he wants. A freaking... Wow, dude.
About time you summoned me. I thought you'd leave me sitting in that cell forever.
What day is it, then? Like, is there a specific day? And is there a... I guess there's a reason why we don't see anything of Sheogorath on that day. Because he would just, like... scram. He's like, I'm out of here. Like, screw the rest of this. I'm going to take over that. But Sheogorath has his own realm as well. Right? Like, he's got his own place where he just kind of hangs out and does his thing. That wouldn't be the same realm that he occupies while he's Jiggle-Lag, then? I'm sure I'm saying that name wrong. It's such a friggin' ridiculous name.
You heard correctly. If I had the right ingredients, that is. But getting them will be tricky, considering the Moorborn occupy the Academy. Illusion, dust, and burnt scamp hide. Perfect. Just give me a moment and... there we go. I'll wait up here. You know, to keep your escape route clear. Now...
You know, to keep the escape route clear. I haven't heard that 52,000 times. Dang, dude, the lore behind Tamriel is so interesting. Oh, man, I really wish I would have played the old games. Like, we looked up the list of games the other day, and like the release dates of all the Elder Scrolls games, and I can't remember which ones they were, but I think the first one was like 1993 or something, which was like before I was born. So, you know, it wasn't exactly like prime gaming time material for me. But you know what would make me like an unbelievably happy freaking beaver is if Bethesda turned around and remastered all their Elder Scrolls games. Lore-wise, the hero of Kvatch breaks the cycle, but in so doing so splits the two entities of Sheogorath and Jiggle-Lag into two beings, Jiggle-Lag keeping a smaller part and going into obscurity. That actually makes so much sense.
Selene said you would come. Now you die, and I leave with my new army.
Hurry! You must destroy the jagged lens!
Wait, so... breaks the cycle, splits the entity into two. So, hypothetically speaking...
Your face is going to look good.
Jiggle-Lag... Oh, sorry, I didn't know she was witnessing me stealing that. I thought she was cool. Jiggle-Lag is technically still
You're
out
awake?
there somewhere.
Oh, I was so worried. I'm so glad you're
Existing. So, alright. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if somebody tried to reassemble Sheogorath and Jiggle-Lag back together one day? Alright? How you would go about doing that, I have no idea. But you could potentially try to put Lorkhan's heart back together to create the tool that the Dwemer used. I'm thinking Elder Scrolls 6, right now.
You shattered the jagged
Man,
lens and
that
broke
game's
the
gonna
spell.
suck. Bethesda's
the few
not good
Malborn who were
anymore.
left were totally outnumbered, and they ran for it. The Archmage had us bring you up here. I've been watching over you. You know, as a friend.
Why'd she say it like that?
Safe as gore apple pie, thanks to you. And you weren't even supposed to be here. I heard how you got your invitation. And now we're all alive because you broke the rules. I'll have to think about that. Don't give me that look. I was worried about you, that's all. Oh, and before I forget, the Archmage wants to speak to you. He's right outside.
You said the hero of Kvatch effectively assumed the mantle of Sheogorath, so when you meet him in Skyrim, you are meeting the player from Oblivion. Man, if that's not a friggin' like a
dark day indeed.
Shut up. If that's not a twist on the story, then I don't know what is. Technically meeting the player from Oblivion. That's really interesting.
Good to see you up and around.
I really
I
would
knew
like
you'd
to
be
play
fine,
Oblivion now.
But Lena wouldn't leave your side. You gave her a good scare.
I almost feel like I'd play the games backwards, though. And that kind of feels bad.
Yes, though we lost a few students and instructors in the fight. The fact that the lens was buried below the library vaults was one of our greatest secrets. Darvason used that knowledge to aid the Maulborn. Quite so. They're running out of loyal troops. When Darvason told them about the lens, they saw it as the solution to all their problems. If Darvason could turn our students into soldier slaves, the Maulborn would be back in business. For you, here, yes.
Nice.
But I don't need a vision to know that you still have unfinished business out there. Anyway, I'd like to thank you. And there's one more thing.
One more thing!
The students you helped want to speak to you. They're waiting at the docks. I think they want to say goodbye. Unfortunately, yes. That's how he knew about the jagged lens.
Dang.
In fact, I found him experimenting on a student with the lens when I relieved him of his duties. He was furious when I expelled him from the academy.
If the lens was so dangerous, why keep it around?
It was a relic from the migration from Somerset, still in its original site in the underground temple. Tamper with it? Remove it? Unthinkable! Still, don't feel bad that you destroyed it. You did what had to be done.
I'll be honest, it didn't really seem like a lens. It seemed a lot more like a Daedric crystal. But for all intents and purposes, it's a lens.
Ah, all criminals are craven.
This is really awkward.
They always want to fight me.
Why do they always want to fight? Because you're trying to take my money. Don't. Uh-oh. I screwed myself. I kind of want to look up on Steam and see if the Skyrim games, or not the Skyrim games, the Elder Scrolls series is on there. I would imagine it's not. I don't even know if Oblivion's on Steam. To conclude the story, Sheogorath is probably still the most powerful prince, given he has the most of Jyggaleg's power. He's not seen as much of a threat by other princes due to his madness. He is friggin' mad, isn't he? Like, he can do whatever he wants, but what he wants is, like, reasonably harmless? Not really. Like, he likes to see people suffer, and that's not harmless. But, you know, he's not trying to take over the entire universe or anything. Okay. There is Elder Scrolls Online, which is literally 90% off right now. It is $1.99, the base game on Steam, which is crazy. There's Skyrim. There's Oblivion is on Steam. Bro, it's 75% off right now. It's only $3.74. Well, that's $3.74 out of my pocket. I'll be picking that up. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Who done it? Dude, Carter, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. All right, hold on. I'm covering the chat up for a minute. Okay, so there's Oblivion. There's... Wow, Morrowind is... No, wait a minute. Game of the Year edition. Okay, so Morrowind is on Steam. And it's also on sale right now. 60% off. I might pick up Morrowind too. They're so cheap. What is there? I'm looking for Skyrim 2 and Skyrim 1, but I don't think they're on Steam. Or so, not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 1 and 2. You know what? Daggerfall's free? Oh my gosh, dude. All right. I'm invested. All right, so Daggerfall is Elder Scrolls 2, and it is free on Steam. But I don't see Elder Scrolls 1. It does not seem to be on Steam. Hold on. I don't see it. Man, oh day. Carter, stream's going great, man. Thank you very much. I hope you're well too. You should buy copies of ESO. If you set up 6 or more, you'd have 10 for a personal guild bank. You're out of your mind. Yeah. $2 is really cheap. Like, super duper cheap. I didn't realize that all those Elder Scrolls games were on Steam. Like, if I'd have known that a while ago, I would have probably started my friggin' channel with that series.
I know. You have things to do. Important things. We just heard about everything you did before you arrived here. But we didn't want you to forget us.
Watching the stream from the UK? Awesome,
We
dude.
wanted to give you
Fantastic.
something. It's not much, but maybe it will help you remember the Academy. Now, where did I put it? Don't be silly. Ah, here it is.
A memento.
Take my wand. It worked better for you anyway. Remember me when you use it.
Aw. That's what she said. That was a good quest, dude. I like that one. I choked. I was trying to get that lore book on on the dock. Yeah, man, O'Day, I'm actually really intrigued in the lore now, and as much as I would love to play. Excuse me, I'm trying. Really? Really, lady? For real, lady? Leave me alone. Anyways, I'm really interested in the lore. I would love to play through the older Skyrim games. That's gonna be a blast from the past, cause like I think Morrowind is well over 20 years old. I'd have to look up the release date. I'm sure it's on Steam, but ooh, give me this. Like, I think the oldest game that I played on Steam, or on stream, was probably Far Cry 1. And I think it was 23 years old. Which was like... it was old. And it really feels that old. Like, you feel every little inch of the 23 years as you play through the game. But it was still a lot of fun. It was kind of goofy. It was silly. But it was a really good game. And I enjoyed the crap out of it. So, like, obviously, it's gonna have really bad graphics. Obviously, it's gonna have, like, pretty minimal mechanics and many other things that are gonna be lacking when it comes to the expectations of, like, video game development from today. But I still think that it would be a really enjoyable adventure. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be really bad, and I'll quit halfway through and just be like, this is awful. But it would be, I think, worth giving it a shot. So, I have no idea when we'd do something like that, but you could probably expect like a sequential playthrough of the Elder Scrolls series. With the exception of the first one, because I'm not going to, like, emulate it, because that's technically pirating, and I'm not going to pirate a game and then live stream myself doing that. Because that's stupid. So, like, maybe like, before we do, like, the first, or the second game, technically, before we start the second game, which would be Daggerfall, we do, like a little bit of a lore dump, like a hey, this is what we missed situation. I think that would be enough. Is it gonna make up for the experience of the first game? Probably not, but it's the best we got. Whoa, whoa. Calm down, Mr. Zombies. How did I miss so many sky shards? This is the last one and we're done with this world, actually. Yeah, Carter, there will be no soliciting of any kind here. If you have that, you can leave immediately. Thank you. I appreciate your respect. Ah, now how I missed this one. It's in the middle of friggin' nowhere. Give me a skill point. I wasn't counting. I didn't see what the last one put me at. What? Okay. Ah, okay. That's okay. You know what I keep forgetting to do is open my mail. I need to eat that. What's this? Bryson sent me my 1 gold back from all the stuff that I sent him through the mail. Okay. That feels much better. What else do we have going on? Sky Shards now available. Good. Dudes, that's it. That's Deshawn. We're missing 1 book, which kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. But we have completion. You know what else we need to do? Is maybe spend 1,000 gold because I'm cheap. Or I'm lazy. I don't want to walk right now. We're going to go back. We're going to turn in our Undaunted quest. We're going to clean the inventory up. And I think we're going to wrap up because it's a really good spot to do so. Plus it's getting a little bit late. Oh, did I do one? Yeah. Oh, you can frig off, buddy. Oh, we gotta go down here to the Thieves Guild real quick. Or the, you know, whatever the heck this is called. The fence. The Outlaw's Refuge. We gotta figure out what the heck's going on here. Been pulled over by the guards like 9 times now. Boop. Thank you.
I assume you went far.
Okay, you can have that, and I'm gonna keep the crusty bread. Trash, 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 trash. I am not gonna use that. Alright. But yeah, guys, if you don't know, there is a Discord. The link to that is down below. I would love to have any and every one of you there, just for funsies. It's a good way to stay up to date with the community and just hang out and have a good time. Just a bunch of goofery for the most part going on in there. And stream updates. If there's any changes to the schedule, things like that can be found in Discord. There, like I said, there's a link to that down below. And there's also Twitch and YouTube. There, if you're on one or the other and you prefer the other, don't worry. It's there. You're welcome to join that bad boy. And subscribing's cool too. I appreciate you all for hitting that button. And there's a like button too. You should probably hit that too. Nah, it's not that you should. You already did. I know you did. So yeah, man. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Oh, what did I just... That's garbage. I don't want that. You guys are freaking awesome. I feel like I don't express this enough. I feel like, no, I say this every single day, but I'm unbelievably grateful for every single one of you guys. Like, the love and support is, like, through the roof, man.
You have more
Yeah, dude,
shinies
Lobo,
than
thank you
know.
very much for the lore dump today as well. I really appreciate it. I'm a freaking nerd for some lore, so I learned a lot. I can't promise I'm going to retain all that information, but I'm going to do my freaking best. And you definitely inspired me to, wait, dang it. That's that Inferno staff. I want to keep that. I want to check the prices eventually. But yeah, you've definitely inspired me to continue to learn more and play like some of the older games too, because it's just so exciting, man. The lore is so good. But regardless, like, dude, I freaking love you guys so much. You have no idea what kind of an impact you guys have all made on me as, like, not just like a creator, but like as a person in my day-to-day life. I'm like infinitely grateful. Like, genuinely, like, words cannot express how much I appreciate every single one of you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you all very much. And I hope to catch you guys tomorrow. We have a schedule, 1 a.m. EST, Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays is estimated between 3 and 4 p.m. EST. So I hope I get to catch you guys there. We're out of 5 Thali, and I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because I'm having a blast. Good night, people with faces and stuff. See ya.
It's hard to leave with you still on my mind. To pack my things and leave it all behind. We better find out why we do the things we do. It took me some time, but I realize now it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. all